to teach you about sports. Now, I can't teach you how to play the sports, but I will teach you how to talk about the sports. And we usually use 3 words when we talk about the sports. And it's difficult to know which sports we play, which sports we do, and which sports we use the verb go. So, I'll teach you. First of all, the most common verb we use with sports is play. For example, I can play tennis. Okay. Another example of this is baseball. I can play baseball. I'm not very good at a lot of sports, so I'm going to be honest and I'm going to say that I can't play football. Alright, so the rule is if we use a ball when we play the sport, we're going to do play. We're going to use the verb play. So for example, tennis, we use a tennis ball. And baseball has it in the name. Football, again, it's in the name. So any sport that has the word ball in it, automatically we're going to say play. Some sports you might have to think about, do I use a ball or not? If you do, you're going to say play. Now, like in every rule in English, there are exceptions to this, and I'm here to teach you what they are. The next one is the verb go. I told you that I went skiing on the weekend. Now, go is the past, went is the past of go. So, for example, I go skiing. Woo! And another really popular winter sport is snowboarding. I can say, I go skiing, or I go snowboarding. Sports that we can play in the springtime or in the summertime, maybe you guys like to play golf. We have to say, I go golfing. Does anyone know the rule when to use the verb go? Now, remember I told you that play we use if a sport has a ball. And I also told you there's an exception. This one, golf. We do use a golf ball, hopefully, when we play golf. But we don't say play golfing. Okay? The reason is because of the ing. So any of the sports that we put an ing after, we're going to use go. So I go skiing, I go snowboarding, I go golfing. What about swimming? S-W-I-M-M-I-N-G. So when we swim, we don't use a ball, and there is an ing. So we're going to say go swimming. Okay? Now the other one that we use is for individual sports, or you can think of like exercises or martial arts, like kung fu, judo, karate. With that one, we don't use a ball, and we don't have an ing. So what do we use? I'll tell you. We use do. The next verb is do. So I can say, I do yoga. Do you do yoga? If you could think of more activities or individual sports that you do at a gym. For example, aerobics. Aerobics is an individual sport. We do it in a gym. It does not have an ing, and we do not use a ball. So we're going to use the verb do. Maybe not a sport, but more something that we would do at a gym before we were going to do aerobics would be stretches. We don't play stretches, there's no ball, and we don't go stretching. We do stretches. Okay, so we can do yoga, do aerobic, do stretches, and as I said before, we can do martial arts. Now, as I said before, martial arts include Kung Fu, Judo, Karate, and many, many more. Alright, so now, when you want to tell your friends about what you did on the weekend, and some sports you might have played, or did, or went skiing, you can be confident that you are going to use the right verb. So you're going to play if you use a ball, you're going to go if there's an ing, and you're going to do it if it's an individual sport or something you would do as an exercise in a gym. All right.